Okay, I should be live now. So don't worry if you hear my voice from playFFA.net, you can just go there and mute me, and it will stay mute. Even next time when I will shortcast, it will stay mute. If you just click mute, I will be mute forever up until you change your mind. So I wanted to shortcast live the drawing of games because last time people were sometimes complaining they got a game which was too hard or whatever. So I thought it would be fun to do it completely randomly and to shortcast stream it online, so you guys see that there was nothing. I had nothing against you, and also it looked like a Golf World Cup drawing. So I put a link now on playFFA.net on which you can see the grid being built live. So the link is now on the chat on playFFA.net. You can just go click on the link and see the grid. So of course now at the moment it's pretty much empty, but each time we pick up a name, I will put in the grid, so you can also switch off the shortcast if you don't want to listen to it, and just watch the names being written one by one on the grid. So we have a little less player than expected. We were wishing to get 64, and we pretty much have really confident player 52. So we missed 12. It has a little to do with this solo cup that I complained about before, because we are losing 4 solo players: Avolin, Foggy, Oak, and X-Link, which are solo players. So of course when there is a solo event they go and play it, so that's no big deal. But also I forgot that some of the players are actually in exam period, like talk with Rim and the Best, for example, but there are a lot of them are in exam period, and some other are already on vacation and are not available to play. So that was for the bad news. The good news is that we have a very high quality of players registering, and we have some nice comebacks like Lightweight or HTRT, who will come and probably play one last event. We have I think all the cast of last final except Maga. Maga cannot play, but we have Sneak coming back, and we have Warchief Rich, so we have a couple of strong solo players as well. We have a lot of FML winners. We have Mog, J33, Rectify, of course. All the finalists from the last FML final. I think there is Tyron and Calypso as well. And a good amount of mixed bag of bot players, old school players, new players, Russian, American, Europeans from pretty much everywhere, one Argentinians. So that's it. So since we don't have 64, I couldn't make 16 game round 1. So there will be 3 players auto qualify. So if you see on the link I just posted on playFFA.net, you will see that Sexy, Yane, and Persuade have been given a seat directly in round 2, since we don't have enough players for round 1. So Sexy Yane for being ladder winners, and Persuade for being last champion. And also Persuade will be able to help us start game and so on for round 1. So he's useful for for the first round. SQK Great Wall was another ladder winner, so since I auto qualify only 3, I had to put one back into the round 1. So I heard that Great Wall was a nice guy and would not complain. I hope it's true. For Great Wall, he will play the last game of round 1, because we have enough for 12 games, not yet for 13 games, but usually on Cup Day there is a couple of players which want to play and didn't think about registering in the first place. They just notice the body's down and they want to play. So if I get 3 players like that who change their mind and want to play, I'm hoping some of you will, like Mogmaniac maybe, or Tlelaxu or others. Anyway, whoever it is, they will play with Great Wall the last game. And if I don't get enough players to fill out the last game, while Great Wall will be simply auto-qualified to the next round in game 2.4. So maybe he will auto-qualify in the end. He will have to wait a little bit, but this gives us a little more flexibility in order to know how many games we do round one and how many games and how many players get auto-qualified for round two. All right, so now let's just introduce this little program. Give me a second to. I don't have my tablet now, so I have to do everything from my PC. Am I online? It seems like I am online. All right. I am. So on the left there is a big ad and a program. I register the 48 names of the other players which are not Great Wall, Sexy, Persuade and Yane. So all the other players are names have been introduced into this silly ad on my left. I know it looks silly, but I was looking for a program to pick names, and this is the less stupid I found. So that's the way it's going to be. So I'm just going to click on this button, and a name will pop out there, and I will put it in the grid. And with time, you're gonna see the name filling the grid. So once again, if you don't want to listen to the shortcuts, you can just log on the Google document I put on the website and click on it, and you will see the grid being filled out. And of course, winner of game 1, 2 and 3 there, 1, 2, 3, they will play with Sexy. The winner of game 4, 5, 6 will play with Yane, and so on until Persuade and Great Wall. Alright, so it's going to be easy to figure out who is going to play with who in case of win for the next round. I will not draw games for next round again. So I think it's time. I hope it's going to work. And let's draw the first name. So first name is DV. So DV is going to play the first game of round 1. DV is actually, I think, round 2 on the ladder. He went far into the. I think he won a couple of games. I think he went into the semis of last FML season and didn't really follow, but he's really improving, and he was ranked 3 or 4 in season 2, I think. So he's going to be a very strong player, playing Undead from Kazakhstan. This is a Russian player. Some guys uses this way to make names, which probably means something in Russian, but it doesn't mean anything to me, and it's not easy to. Where is he? There. It's not easy to spell. So he's playing 4 Li 4 Utlo, which probably means something in Russian. I'm not sure what. Maybe someone will tell me somewhere, but anyway, I don't have information about him. I think he plays on the bot. He's from Russia, but that's pretty much all I know. I'm sorry. I hope we are going to discover more about him in this game. So you will play the first game with DV. And EIA. EIA is the last one registered. He's one of the guys, those guys who say, oh, I'm too bad to play. And I said, we don't really care. It's not about having only the top 64 or whatever. It's about just having fun tomorrow. So EIA will play with DV and the other Russian guy. And Mog Skynet, the last FML champion. Mog Skynet. So what looked like a not easy but manageable game for DV started to get a little more complicated with Mog being in the game. Since he won the last final FML, so he's pretty good. So this is the first game, DV, 4 Eli, EIA and Mog. So this guy, in case of win, will join Sexy into the second round. Alright, let's see the next game. Euromaidan. Euromaidan is obviously a Ukrainian player. Just a minute. Okay, sorry. So Euromaidan is from Ukraine. Obviously, the name is sort of obvious. He's playing from War 3 Arena for a couple of days. I don't know much about him, just that he's Ukrainian and plays from War 3 Arena. He's one of those players we got since we joined War 3 Arena. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to clean my list there. Okay, so Euromaidan in game 2 with Isla 777. I don't know Isla 777, but I tried to do some background check on players to see if there was anything shady about them. So I just saw that Isla played quite a while. Actually, I didn't notice him, but he played nearly 200 games already on bot. So not much I can say so far about him. Yeah, actually there is a guy who tried to register two accounts, Grubison and Lamarok. The guy who was fighting with Ludix all the time. He tried to register two accounts. Even though he's changing IP all the time, I could cross-check shared IP between the two. So sorry, but we don't accept that. So you are not going to be able to play. Only one account per person. Lailai. Lailai is another Russian player and another one who said he was not good enough to play. And he's going to play anyway because he's pretty good actually. Lailai, I think he played last cup also. I think he's undead, but I'm not completely sure. And Overlord. Overlord is from Serbia. He's Zverdiko friend. So no, not a really big name of FFA in that game. A very open game between Euromaidan, Isla, Lailai, Overlord. Overlord is pretty decent. I saw him won a couple of games against good players. Lailai has a solo background, I think, but he's a good player as well. Euromaidan from Ukraine has a good result. Maybe I can check. I can check his statistic very quick, unless you really want to go to the next game very fast. Euromaidan statistics. He's 2 wins, 4 losses, so he's yes, he's okay. I think he has a bug loss to get fixed. Yeah, Diviv is Mog. Yeah, this is the big clash for the first round so far. And Lailai is changing accounts pretty often, so I'm not sure he's under Lailai on the bot. No, it's not Lailai, it's Lailai. Lailai. Yeah, Lailai is a 40% winner, so it's pretty okay. It's pretty much what I get when I play. And I'm okay, yes, even though I'm not super strong. Isla 777 is not as good, no. Garena player, you probably should be aware that well, he can play from Garena if he really wants to, but he may be in trouble if he does. We are supposed not to let people play from Garena, so maybe we are going to have to talk with him before that. Okay, so Isla is going to be with them. Overlord, last guy, so yeah, I'm curious to see exactly what their statistics are. He's pretty much 40% as well, 42%. So pretty similar profile for all those players. Isla maybe a little less good, Euromaidan maybe a little more based on solo, but it's going to be a very open game. Alright, next game. Blue DG. So you probably don't know Blue DG, but I know him very well because he's the administrator of MakeMeOz.com, and he was our sponsor for last cup. He gave a big subvention. That's why we got $500 last time, because MakeMeOz gave 150. So this time no sponsorship, but participation as a player, which is good as well. So I will play the third game. with Fo. I hope Fo is going to play this time because last time he registered and didn't come. I'm trusting him to play. We all know Fo, playing undead, human sometime, but undead. I think his undead is better from the USA. Bloody G is Swedish, by the way. And lightweight. Lightweight. I'm pretty sure lightweight so far is satisfied with his draw, but I'm pretty sure Fo is going to try to have everybody team against lightweight, so he should be cautious in that game. Lightweight, should I say anything about him? Everybody knows lightweight, right? Let me see the dashboard. He was pretty much retired and was interested into playing this event, one last event before moving on to Dota permanently. He's one of the yeah, he's one of the most exciting players to watch fight. Sometimes by decision, in terms of macro, or maybe sometimes he gets upset. But in terms of fight, I've seen him play so many games, 1 against 3, and beating them all their army with only like 80 food. We saw that in one of the last XP boosts when he plays against Tyron. Who was those guy? Tyron and Yane and another guy, I forgot who was the third. Sorry, and he was winning all fights with 80 food against 300 food, more or less. And of course this very famous game on Gold Rush he was talking last time, Panda, Naga, and whatever, Mountain King, whatever, and he was beating everybody. Anyway, so he's in this game. He went into the final last cup, or the cup before, I forgot. Cup 2, maybe he went into the final. Yeah, Cup 2 he went into the final and lost to, what's his name? Duck. And ODG is the fourth player in that game. ODG, very old school player. I'm not completely sure he's going to come. I talked about the tournament with him, so he was very excited, but it's going to be 7 a.m. in Arizona for him. So I will try to remind him to play. ODG is very famous for so many years to play undead with Necrovagon. So one tough opponent there for lightweight. Maybe ODG should be a little rusty, but he was famous for beating Yo's 1v1 in a FFA game. So when I say 1v1, they were 4 at start, but when the last 1v1 started, ODG was undead and yours was human. There was not a big difference in gold or euros, and in a 100 foot fight with his Necrovagon, he managed to beat yours. So that's quite a performance he did. I'm happy Torrent for the next game. Just so you know, those 3 games, the winners of those 3 games will go to the next round with Sexy. So we could have lightweight with Sexy in the next game if he wins. Same with DV or Mog maybe, but of course anyone can win. I'm not discarding anyone. And a wild card for the game 2. No idea who is going to win that one. So I'm happy Torrent. I'm happy Torrent for the game 4. I would assume he's playing Orc. Not many games from him. I'm not exactly sure. 20% win. Just a couple of games. I'm not exactly sure who he is actually. He's from War 3 Arena, so I cannot say much. I think he's from Russia as well. Yeah, Russian. Yeah, I don't know much about him. I know he's checked the site every day, so I'm confident he's going to come. But no idea who he is. Lightweight, if you win, you get Sexy round 2. Lightweight already thinking about round 2 and beating Sexy. Maybe you start by winning your first round game. Warchief Rich. Should I say anything about Warchief Rich? I think you know about him. So Warchief Rich in this War Chief. So UK solo legend playing Night Elf. Try to move to a free fall and play FML last season. He improved a lot. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to go far into this tournament. Certainly hope to see a good performance from him. Last time he lost round 1, it was a very tough game. Let's see what happens with him in this one. 100. October 21st, 2012. I don't know. He told me why he chose this name. I forgot. Maybe it's the day he created his account. Something like that. So he's a German player. It's pretty tough opponent. He's going to be difficult to beat for Warchief Rich. Warchief Rich, of course, is very dominant in fights, but is he going to be able to win a free fall in this format? I don't know. And the last one is AGK, whatever, another Russian name which should be pronounced differently in Russian, I suppose. IGK. Let's see AGK statistics. Yeah, it's not much wins there. Should be a tough game for him. So pretty much Warchief Rich and October 21st being a favorite in that game. If Warchief Rich managed to kill the German player, then it should be okay for him even to face 1v2 against the other two. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but it seems for a decent draw for Warchief Rich for this first round. So in case of win, Warchief Rich will join Yane in the second round. Same for anyone who could win that game. And next game, Renault, the Canadian legend that I met a couple of weeks ago. I went to Canada. If I refresh, stay on page then. Yes, Renault, administrator of FML 4 years, one FML season and many FML events playing either human but Night Elf. He can get 10,000 gold after 3 minutes, but he gets no wood. With Ostorn, that's already a tough game. Ostorn, a very good orc from Russia. That's already 2 big names in the same game there. In tier 1, another Russian player. So all those names you maybe don't know, they registered and then I saw that they check regularly the site afterwards, so I'm confident they are going to play in tier 1. Tier 1 is from Warfare Arena now. He moved to Warfare Arena recently apparently. 25% winning rate, so not too bad, but probably not enough to beat Renault and Ostorn in this game. Showtime. Showtime is a German solo player. He played FML once, so it's a solo player, a pure solo player. He came only once on site to register, then no news, so I'm not sure he's going to come, but if he does, I hope he does. It's going to be, so far it's most interesting game for me. If everyone shows up, different play style and races. This one and the first one with Mug and DV so far, very interesting games. So if he wins, the winner of this game will join Warchief Rich, I don't know, Warchief Rich game winner and Yane in the next round. J33. J33 in the next game, the Finnish player Nidelf won 2 seasons ago and went into the semi-final last season of FML. Disconnected in the semi, so was pretty upset. Playing with Carter's Chinese player, playing human. Everybody knows those two guys. Taipik 2. Certainly another way to pronounce that in Russian as well. Taipik 2. I've seen him playing a lot. He's from Warfare Arena. He has 25% winning rate, 22. So decent, but probably not strong enough to beat J33. Carter is a good player as well. Anything can happen there. Maybe J33 will disconnect again. And Arthur is from Ukraine. He played last time, and I wonder if he won the first round. Maybe he did, or he was very close to do it. He's a good orc player, pure orc, but he's not bad at all. I'm not sure if he plays. I think on the bot he's not Arthur. He's Arthur UA, or maybe no, it's not Arthur. I think it's Arthur UA. Let's try. Whatever, but he's Ukrainian. I've seen him play. He's good. Yeah, so he's a pretty good player. So it's Jeffrey Free is the favorite in that game. Carter, Arthur are very good player. Type is not to be disregarded either. So it's gonna be an interesting one. So we can move now to the game 7. So winner of game 4, 5, and 6 will play with Yane. So could be, I don't know, Persuade, Warchief, Reno, then J33, maybe, because anything can happen. Lightweight, you won't win round 1. Yeah, but until then I can dream of it. I don't know, lightweight, maybe you could play your last game with a good game and not just suiciding sexy if you win the first round. Maybe you just beat him and you win the game in the end. The White Walker. He's playing a lot, the White Walker. I think he should be a fan of Game of Thrones. I don't know much about him. %41 winning rate from Northrend, so he's playing quite a lot. I think he's an orc, but no, he's Bulgarian. Sorry, Bulgarian from Europe. So I didn't check his game yet. We'll try to check a couple of his game, but he has a good win ratio. So we still have a Bulgarian, even though my guy doesn't want to play. We'll probably ZT Soso. I suppose ZT is his clan tag. ZT Soso. He played FMLB League this season. I saw him play again with Doveki and some others. I hope it's auto-registering. Okay, yeah. So he's ranked in the top 10. No, top 20 maybe. Top 20 of the. Oh, he's ranking 9 on the ladder at the moment. So very good player against a good player as well, White Walker. 40% winning rate. But this one is quite good as well. Rectify is a king. So many finals and title in FML. Went into the final last season of last cup. He went into the final and lost to Persuade. He can he, when he plays seriously, he can beat anyone. But sometimes he likes to blow games off, like in the final last time. So probably the big favorite to reach a final at least. If he wins this game, he will play Persuade again. Um, uh, First, he has to beat Soso, White Walker, and a fourth players, which will be Ciboulette. Ciboulette is a human player from France. He has a good result on the ladder. He's observing a lot too. He's a good guy. He has yeah, 25% winning rate for free for all. So should not be that hard of a game for Rectify, but the issue is when you are too dominant on paper, you might get stuck into a orc situation and get everybody attacking you all the time. So I hope we won't see such a game anymore, but anyway, Rectify with Soso, White Walker and Simulate. Not sure if he's there now. Is he live? Rectify. Doesn't look like he is. Okay. So next game. Next player, sorry. Yeah, next game. Yeah, so we could have Rectify and Persuade next game. Black Flag. He's a Warfree Arena player. I never saw him play, I just saw him on chat fighting with Good Beast. That's all I know about him. 40% winning rate, so decent player. Let's compare with the winning rate of ZT Soso just to get an idea. Yeah, ZT Soso is 55, so it's way better. But 40% winning rate, it's pretty decent. So he's going to be playing in this game with 4 Airwalk. 4 Airwalk is a regular now human player from Russia. Played FML season 3 or 4 times. Was in the last cup as well. I'm not really sure how good he did, but we all know him. He will be with Orky Flash. I would assume like my happy torrent or whatever, it should be Orc as well. Orky Flash. He's not playing under Orky Flash on the board, so cannot really tell you much about him. I check if he had a legit account. He has one, but I'm not really sure. Who he is. And Niwe Vova. I'm sure Vova will be happy about this draw. He does not get a very impossible opponent. All are decent. 4 Airwalk probably is tough of strongest opponent there. Black Flag being a Warfree Arena player with good result on bot, so he should be strong opponent as well. Orky Flash, I have no data on him, so well, I could check his IP now, but I don't want to show it on stream, so I cannot tell you much about him. But Vova's a favorite probably in that game, so in case of win, we'll join Persuade next round. Let's move to the next game. Infinity, another Russian player. Many Russian playing this tournament. Warfree Arena player again, 20% winning rate, so just starting to play FFA. We will play with FedEx, French player from Warfree Arena as well. at first didn't seem to like free fall too much, complain about teaming, and because he tried to apply a solo principle to FFA too much. But now he's reaching 30% winning rate, so his last game there. Yeah, lost that game on 12 rivers, but it's not easy to. Oh, he played White Walker there. It's not a. And Lai in Lodix. Many players in that game are playing the cup. So yeah, he's improving now. FedEx with Infinity, so far a decent draw for FedEx. And it's already less decent now. Sneak from Finland, very famous solo player. I talked to him a little earlier, and he confirmed he will play. He enjoyed last time when he went straight into the final. It was the only surprise of this final. The opponent were Magadanski, Rectify, and Persuade, so very established free-fall player, but the only one who managed to beat all the odds and get there was Nick, and he got killed pretty quick because it started to engage everybody. But this time he said he's not going to do that, so he's going to be more cautious. Yeah. So probably very two solo players, Nick and FedEx. Infinity, I'm not sure what is his playstyle, but it could be a very uncommon game for this first round for Sneak. And Tiki Taka started to play recently. Russian playing Night Elf. He has his stream on the website. There is Ilusha Romantic. He's streaming a lot of games. Maybe I put the link again. Ilusha Romantic link to the grid, because I just posted the link and just not saying what it was, so maybe this way it's better, link to the grid. Yeah, so Tiki Taka playing with Sneak, FedEx, Infinity, very open game. Sneak favorite, of course, because it's Sneak, but it's being Sneak, it won't be enough. I remind you that first game is played on Deadlock, and second game is played on Silverpine, and last game is played on Twilight Ruins. So the winner of that game will go to the fourth game. So maybe with Great Wall, if Great Wall auto qualify, or if Great Wall win this game. Next game. So I lost track of who is still in the draw. Yeah, there's still Tyrant, Doveki, Ludix still not being drawn yet. For the most famous, of course. Utova, it's the account of what's his name, Zverdico. Commissar Rex still being HTRT, also still waiting for HTRT to be drawn, and Fire Dragon. Yeah, so still a couple of good players to be drawn. It will come. Well, it has come for him now. It will come. I think it's a War3 Arena player once again, so joining War3 Arena was very beneficial for us. And no, it's not. It's a player from. I don't know much about him. He's 42%, so I know he's good. I thought he was from War3 Arena. He's a Russian from Northrend, playing Undead. With Commissar Rex. So he had another name before, and then he moved to Commissar Rex. I forgot what it was, but he doesn't speak much English, so I couldn't really talk to him, but he's a very, very good Ukrainian player. He's ranked in the top 10 of the ladder. He has a streaming channel as well, which is on the front page of playFFA. He has 50% winning rate. Overall is 58. He has two accounts on two servers, yes, so 60% winning rate, very strong player. with Jutova, if I'm not mistaken, is Verdico, a Serbian player who joined FML final a few seasons ago. I forgot which one, but I know he did. Yes, 50% winning rate. Well, used to, but now maybe he's getting rusty. Only a third of wins now on his recent game. I never know if Verdico is Jutova or Overlord, because he has a friend playing with him, and they change name all the time. Overlord is 42, so maybe he's Overlord. I don't really know, but he's one of them. I think it's Jutova though. And Ludix. Oh, Ludix. Calypso. For those who know him under his solo name, Calypso. So Calypso against Commissar X first round. It's a very big game for them, plus Verdico, and it will come. That's probably the toughest game for the first round. I would say Ludix, of course, favorite because he's ranked first on the ladder, and he won. He didn't win, but he went to the final of FML this season. But Commissar Rex being top 10 and Yutovar, former FML finalist. It's a very big game. This game 10. So winner of this game will play the 1, 2, 3. Sorry, I'm confused now. Yeah. Oh, we'll play the game 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Yeah. So Sneak may play Persuade if he wins. So if Rectify and Sneak will win, they will join Persuade. Like it will be 3 of the last 4 finalists in the same game, the 4th not playing. So it will be if they win all their game, it could be a very big game for the second round. And so Ludix will be this game. Ludix game will be for the 4th semi-final. So yeah, Ludix against Commissar X, very big game. Yao Din Takoi. Yao Din Takoi for next game. Yao Din Takoi, I know he's Russian. I don't know why I'm not Russian, because everybody is. It's not his. I know he plays under Yodin Takoi as well on bot, but I'm not exactly sure if there is a clan tag before or if he's running this differently. But cannot tell you much about him. HTRT will play with Yodin Takoi. HTRT, we all love HTRT. At first I was doubtful, but it was really him coming back. Like when Yen came back, I couldn't really believe it, but it's really HTRT. Apparently I talked to him. He's French Canadian, and he's unbeaten on bot at the moment. I think he lost no game, so yeah, he lost 18 win, 1 loss. Nice. It's 18 win, 1 loss. So it looked pretty much like HTRT, because you can steal the name, but you cannot steal those kind of statistics. Only Sexy sometimes which was sort of statistic, but 18 won, 1 loss for HTRT. So he's rusty maybe, but it doesn't feel like it is when you see that. So we are really good. We're really happy that he's coming back. SNY, yeah, SNY is not a Greek player. He's a French player. He was caught in a drama with Doveki the day before. French player playing Night Elf. I think he has good result on the boat. He's a very confident player, as he said. He's 40% winning rate, so it's very good. And recently, it's overall on his career is 40%, but just the last season is nearly 50, is 45. So yeah, HTRT favorite, but he will be favorite in most of the games anyway. But SNY is going to be a tough opponent for him. And the last one in that game is Lunar Star. Another Russian player from Rafri Arena. He's adjusting from his solo playstyle as well. When I saw him play first game, he was pretty much playing solo, but now you see in season 4 is 41% winning rate, to be compared with his 25 winning rate in the last season. So he's improving, playing a lot. So it's going to be a very interesting game, this one. Yodinko, HTRT, SNY and Lunar Star. So the last game. So it's the last player we didn't pick up yet, but I don't really know who they are because there are so many people. Doveki Nidal from USA, playing with Hippo Riders. Funny guy. He has a stream channel as well there. You can find it there. Doveki streaming his game usually. He will play the last, maybe the last game or game 12 there. With Supremo. So Supremo is the only player from South America we're going to get. It's hard to make everything in the same day because, for example, for a player like Doveki, it's going to be 7 a.m. when the tournament starts, or it's going to be 6 p.m. for Russian, but we have many Russians and we cannot start too late, because if we start too late, the end of the tournament for Russian is like 4 a.m. or it's too long. So we have to, of course, give the priority to the Russian community because they are the most numerous community on the board. So it kind of sucks for South American, which cannot, unless they want to wake up at 6 a.m. on a Sunday. But so that's why this is the only one we are going to get. Supremo. He has also some lag issues usually, but last season he managed to win his first round with lightweight and entropy. I don't really remember how it happened, but he managed to do it, and he lost to Magadanski the next round. And Fire Dragon, a very old school player. He's playing random, playing every game, every races, every game, not playing every game. Not sure if he's playing. Yeah, he's playing. The D is like an L with a. I don't know in English. I don't think he plays under Fire Dragon, written this way. Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe it's not. Yeah, so now he's playing a little less, but priority to the Russian community, kill yourself. This guy sounds so boring. I have a new fan. Well, if I'm boring, you can go away. Last player is Tyran. So Doveki against Tyran in that one, for who might be the favorite, but it's going to be 3 Night Elf. Well, 2 Night Elf Fire Dragon. I think his best fight is Night Elf, but maybe not. And Tyran, who went to the final last time. I think it was the last name. Yeah, all name has been drawn. Alright, so that's it for all those games. So if you want to go check the HGRT did not lose. That loss must be fixed bug win. So actually he's 19 wins, 0 loss. What map will be played first one is Deadlock first round. So for Great Wall, we are going to sorry. What's happening? We are going to open to let 3 spots wild card open, and we are going to see if we get because we have a sub list. We have a sub list. I'm going to show you. First, there are people who clicked maybe. Oh, we have new players now. We just register. Well, Fetahook, Fetahook and Junkerzam are two friends from Sweden. I talked to Fetahook before in case he wanted to play. I cannot really put them in the same game, can I? I'm going to put Fetahook. I'm going to put Fetahook in the next game because I talked to him before. He's a Swedish player from Warfare Arena, and I don't really want to put Junkerzam in the same game because Junkerzam is, I think they are friends. I'm not saying anything about they are going to do anything wrong, but it's not very fair if I put them together. So my plan is to put Junkerzam first in the substitution list, as there is always people missing, and he's going to be the first to fit in if we need somebody. So I was saying, yeah, there's no EIA. EIA was playing and now he's not playing anymore. Well, then that's easy. I'm going to put. Hey guys, stop changing a few hours before the time of the game. So if EIA maybe he didn't like his lure, is there EIA in the first game? So it's not going to be EIA. It's going to be Junkerzam. There you go. So Junkerzam playing the first game with DV for Eli and Mog. Maybe he didn't like his game. Maybe it was too tough. I don't know. So the maybes are going to be put on substitution list. So Resistance, Shaun, Chaos, and Nox. And we are going to put also those guys who registered but gave not much news afterwards. So Smack U2, Norwegian player, and Sunshine, American player, are going to be put on the substitute list, and as well as a solo player who registered for the cup in case I don't know they plan to play anyway. I really don't think so, but Foggy Hawk and Exalsing and Avoline in case they show up, but pretty obvious they won't. Alright, that's it for now. So you can go on the grid link and check the game for first round, and be prepared for tomorrow. Unless something wrong happens, those game names will be the game names tomorrow for the games, unless we change, but it's going to be easy to find the games when one is created. We are going to announce it on stream and on websites, and so you can join. So no observer, only players and administrator allowed, and some streamers if they request before, just because we play for money. There's $300 to win, so I don't want to have a guy saying that the observer probably Skype cheated with the guy in the game or whatever. And also we have this observer bug, like when Jeffrey Free lost his semi-final, is because one observer left, and sometimes it disconnects one player, and that happened to Jeffrey Free. So I don't want to have such an event. So myself and Aider, we will stream the final, one semi and one game of first round. So I'm not exactly sure which one I'm going to stream. There's several I would like to see. DV against Smog, maybe. Very many games I would like to see actually, but Renault against Hearthstone, yeah, maybe. Yeah, there's a lot. Tyrant against Oveki and Fire Dragon Supremo. I think the one I want to see is this one. Commissar X against Verdico and Lodix. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stream it. I suppose Commissar X and Lodix will try to stream live, even though it's maybe dangerous to do it. We will see. I will see if Lodix streams this game. I'm going to stream something else. If he's not, then I'm going to stream this one. And last thing, I think we are going to start with game 4 being hosted first, because Warchief Reach is trying to play this solo tournament that the Russian created. So we are not bad people, and we try to let people play all the tournament they want. So in case if he loses first round, he's going to play the solo cup 1 hour after. So I'm going to try to start this game first, so in case he loses this first round, he can play the solo cup. All right, that's it. Thank you for listening. Now, what's Goodbeast not playing? No, Goodbeast is not playing. And what else? Shut it down. You agree? No point. I'd concept if I was you agree. I don't know what they are saying. I have my worst nightmare on this map. I always lose on deadlock. Okay, so thank you for listening, and I'll see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. East for Americans, East Coast. It's gonna be 4 p.m. for Europeans and 6 p.m. for Russians. Um, so be there if you play. Try to be there like 20 minutes at least in advance, because the time 10 p.m. is the time we intend to start the first game. We are going to try to start 3 games at the same time. So Searcher is going to start games on one bot, FFA training on another one, and I hope Persuade on FML bot will start game as well. Priority to Russian community. Yeah, they are favoritism. Well, maybe I should make the cup at night for the Koreans to be able to play, even though they are like 5 guys. Silly guys. Alright, so it's probably going to be the last tournament for a long time, because after that I'm moving away and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to organize things like that. So maybe someone else will do it, but probably not me. So there are still 2 slots to be taken for the last game. So if you want to play, go register now, and we're going to try to find you a slot. Okay, that was Yugri, and see you tomorrow.